We want to recreate the table. Great. Now that we have our data sorted out, we know which is which. Let's do some conditional formatting. What I want you to do is grab the Q1 to Q3 area, use the conditional formatting icon sets, choose one of your liking. I will choose this one. And let's maybe change a bit of the rules regarding the conditional formatting. So we will begin with values, let's say greater than, and this is not a percent, this is a number. That's first up. So greater than, let's say 300. Yeah, that's so 300. Again, okay, and 850. Okay. Okay, great. So it looks fine. Okay, so most of our values will be green because usually when you look at your data, you want to see the red points as very rare. You want them to be like alert points that tell you over here there is something wrong and you need to work on it. Well, something not exactly like that, but depending on what you're working on. Okay, so this would be it if it's about the conditional formatting. So we have our sums, we have our average. Let's create our table. Let's zoom out. You can do that, as I said previously, with Control Scroll. We use the Insert tab, insert the table. No, sorry, not the table, but insert, and again the chart. First off, we use the 2D chart. Let's move it right next to our table. Now, right-click on it, click Select Data. Now we use the chart range, but do not mark the sum or the average. Okay, great. Now what we see here, this is not properly okay, but let's see what Excel tries to do. Yeah, as I thought, it created way too many markers. So we use the edit part, click OK. But first off, we have the Q1, the series values, series names, that's fine. Then off, we check the Q2, series name, series values. Yep, everything seems to be okay. I'll just zoom in a bit maybe because this might be not, you might not see it properly. So again, let's remove the format plot area because we don't need it right now. Okay, now the Q2 again. Great, also great. We have the double Q2. How's that going? Oh, because we have the Q2 name twice. Awesome. Now, again, select data. And over here, we use the edit button to check out our range. Well, basically what happened here is because we have the same names in so many rows, the variety of the rows won't be so big. So maybe let's unmark some of these, just not to have too many of the same name. We'll this way have only 4 probably. You can also do this by simply marking only 3 rows, but we will be using them later on, so it's preferable to do it this way. Okay, so we leave only 1 here. And again, I'll mark all of them. Yeah, leave 1 left. Great, and click OK. Okay, so now I guess I unmarked some of them, but not enough probably, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, actually 7 of these. Let's see. So it doesn't allow me to select this data properly. Yeah, we have all of the Covenant Tigers and edit. Let's maybe uncheck some of the data, so this way Excel doesn't get any bad ideas. And now let's see. Okay, we now have 4, but some of them are simply nameless because we still have the data here. You know what? Let's undo the entire chart and do the select data again. Remove the Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4, and select the data range. But this time we will use only this row. And with the control button, we mark also this row. And again, control button, this row. And for the last time, the control button and this row. And click OK. Now it should be fine. Great. Now we have 4 quarters, Q1. Again, the Q3, we have it marked, but it's simply moved. So let's change it again. Well, you have to get used to problems like this with Excel. This sometimes happens, but remember that still this is much easier than doing all of this by hand. So we have our chart, but we're not really happy with it. First off, we have no idea what this chart tells us because we don't only know the money value. Second off, we have the Q1, Q3, Q4, but what's the name of the chart? And we don't really like the colors or actually anything about it. So let's do the format plot area button this time. Now we will be using this. So first off, we can use a fill we prefer. So let's say we want it to be a pattern fill. So okay, this is fine. But probably we just want it to be transparent a bit more. Yeah, maybe let's just leave it white. It's proper. Okay, next off, let's use some, maybe not 3D. Let's change a bit of the log aspect area, but first off, we need to change it to 15 centimeters times 15, so 15. And also over here, we will use 30. And we will log the aspect ratio, so right now, if you try to change anything by hand, it won't change at all. Okay, great. Next off, let's add some chart elements. First off, we want the axis titles, both primary and horizontal. Next off, we want the chart title. Let's put in some data labels also because they are sometimes useful. We don't need the table, the data table, because we have the answers right next to our chart. This is useful mostly when you're importing some data from other Excel files. Next off, we have the error bar. We absolutely don't need this one. This doesn't have any use in the basic usage of charts. Then we have the legend. Let's use the legend, and let's add in some trade line maybe. So we want it to be more options. First off, let's use it on which is the last, the Camembert period. Great, and you see it right here. But let's use the format trend line, change it to polynomial, since you can see that we have one outgoing title. So let's use the moving average. No, sorry, let's use the polynomial, and yeah, that's probably correct. And you can see it. Oh, maybe you can't. So right now, like this and this. Now you can see it. So basically, you can see that the average trend line is going up at the moment of our cabinet period from quarter 2 going up. So everything covers. It's made properly.